Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Matt Garvey and we are here to talk about making comics today. And in today's video, I've been putting it off for a while, but we are going to be talking about procrastination and how you can overcome it. Well, I thought that was funny. Welcome back. First and foremost, Happy New Year to you guys. This video is going to be dropping on January the 4th. I'm recording it on the 2nd, so we did it. You know, we can finally draw a line under 2020 and all the crap that came with it. So hopefully you guys are all safe and you're all doing okay. It's New Year, so let's get focused. In this video, as I said before and made a really bad joke about it, we are going to be discussing procrastination and how I can give you some ideas of how to overcome that so we can make 2021 your year where you go out and actually make your first comic. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Matt Garvey and I'm a comic creator from the UK. Over the last 20 weeks or so, I've been sharing my comic making process from start to finish. I've also had some amazing guests come on recently telling you about what they do with regards to comics. You know, I've had editors on here, logo designers, artists and so forth. So if this is your first time to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any of my future content, because if you want to make a comic and 2021 is your year, hopefully this channel is going to help you, so you don't want to miss a thing. If you have been watching the channel for a while and you know it has helped you, get that courage to write your first comic book script, do you know what? Do me a favour, let me know in the comments, because I'd love to know who you are, where you're from, and you know what you're writing, because the whole point of this channel is to try and inspire people to go out there and live their dreams. But on the other hand, if you have been watching for a while and you've still not gone out and started writing your first comic book script yet, this video is not here to poo on you. It's hopefully going to try and inspire you and give you a little bit of a nudge in the right direction, because as I said, it is the first week of January. There is no better time to start your first comic book script and to start your comic making journey, okay? Okay, so the way I see it is, when you're first starting out, making your first comic is a huge daunting task. I know that because it used to be me as well. I know I put a lot of comics out in there, but there was a time where I didn't know what I was doing and I had to start somewhere, and that's the whole point of this channel, to help encourage you to go out and do that. But I also know that when you're first starting making comics, it can seem like a mountain, and your goal is at the top of that mountain, again, whether you want to work for someone like Marvel or DC or just to get that, your first comic out there. The problem you've got is that mountain isn't going anywhere. That obstacle is always going to be there. So why leave that till tomorrow to start that journey when you can actually sit down and do it today? And that's the bit you need to overcome, because that mountain is not going anywhere. But if we can start you on that journey today, what you'll find is, do you know what? That mountain isn't actually that high. And once you start that journey, making comics is actually really, really fun, and you will enjoy it, and hopefully you'll enjoy the process more, and it'll encourage you to make you more. So actually, that mountain isn't a mountain. It's actually a nice stroll in the park. Yes, there are going to be some obstacles you need to overcome to, to get to where you want to be, but they are achievable. If you want to put your first comic out, it is totally achievable, and you can do that this year. But the only problem we have is procrastination, and we all procrastinate and we all put off, what we can do today, and we put it off till tomorrow. But hopefully I'm going to give you some of the tips of what I do to overcome the obstacles that I've had in the past, and hopefully they can help you. Okay, so my first tip to overcome procrastination is you need to put the basics in before you actually start to tackle your script. And what I mean by basics is, if you've seen these videos from the start, I did a video about, how to plot your comic and how to plot your story. If you haven't seen that, I'll put a link in the description, where I've given you a template, whether you're using my template or you're just doing bullet points, the beats of your story. You need to do that before you try and sit down and tackle your script. The reason for this is, if you have that map in place of where you're starting and where you're going, it's going to make it less daunting when you sit at your notepad or you sit at your laptop and you're facing a blank screen or a blank piece of paper, because sometimes that fear of, oh, I need to write something, but if you haven't prepared, you don't know what you're doing, and most people give up from there. So point one, plot, basics, put it in place, and you're going to be more likely to sit there and actually bang out that first script when you need to. As well as I've said before in other videos, you need to start small. It's all very well and good that, you've got this amazing idea for this, 200-page opus that you want to do. But if this is the first time you're writing a comic, you need to start small with, like 4-page scripts, and it will show you how you can achieve those smaller goals, so you can work your way up that mountain to, to bigger comics, then into a graphic novel, and then hopefully you have, more of a body of work to show editors and publishers to hopefully get yourselves work in the industry as well. Okay, my next tip is actually a really easy one to achieve. It just means you're going to have to make a little sacrifice of your day to go out and make comics. And what I want you to do is I want you to find an hour each day to work on your comics. And this is the same if you're a writer, an artist, a letterer, a colorist. It doesn't matter. You can find an hour in your day to sit there and work on comics. It may be as simple as you need to get up an hour earlier to work on your comics, or do you know what, instead of having an hour lunch break, you only take half an hour and you devote that extra time to sitting there and working on your books, and then you've only got to find another half an hour somewhere later on in the day, get up half an hour early, or go to bed half an hour later. Okay, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I don't want to hear excuses like I have a family, I have a job and stuff like this. It's an hour a day. You can do that. It may just mean, do you know what? I'm not going to watch that episode of that show on Netflix tonight or something like that. You need to focus. You need to concentrate, because if your dream is that you want to work in comics, whether you want to put that first comic out there or work for a publisher, if that is your goal and that is your dream, you will sacrifice an hour of your day to achieve that dream. Okay, so my next tip, and for some reason people always find this to be controversial, because I put this out on Twitter last year and a couple of people took offense to it because they thought I was, digging people out. But I really wasn't, because this was a personal story about myself and how I went from, making no comics a year to putting out, like 5 or 6 different issues a year, which I tend to normally do. And what most people don't realise is before I started making comics, I used to be a gamer. And I used to love playing games, because it is and it will always be, a great way to socialise with friends. It's a great way to, relax after a hard day's work. So there is nothing wrong with gaming, and if you're a gamer, brilliant. I'm jealous of you as hell, because you're doing what I really want to do. But I was playing a certain World War game that I used to buy every year with my buddies. It was coming up to that November time, and I'd looked at how long I'd played that game for, and I was shocked that, over a 12-month period, I'd played that game for an entire month. That was a whole month playing that game. And for me, that really opened my eyes, because I thought, if I was going to die today, what would I leave behind? I've got nothing to show for what I've actually achieved. My wife can't exactly go, he had a good life. He had really good XP on that game, didn't he? Because that's not going to happen. So for me personally, I looked at that number and I was like, whoa, that is an entire month. Not wasted, because again, I was socialising, I was chatting with friends, I was, relaxing, and I was enjoying it. But for me, it was an eye-opener. I thought, you know what, I want to do something more creative. So I put down the joypad and I picked up the pen, which is something that I'd always wanted to do, but never had time to do, because I was more having fun, playing, on my games, and I started making comics instead. So I am not saying that you need to stop playing games completely, but if you are playing for an average of 2 hours a day, that means you are spending 1 month a year playing your computer. Simple as that. So what I'm saying to you is, if you are playing for an average of 2 hours a day, play for an hour. And have that hour as a reward for you sitting down for the hour before and actually writing your comic, or practicing your colouring, or practicing your anatomy and perspective in your art, that kind of thing. So I'm not saying put down the joypad completely like I did. But I'm saying is you need to be more focused with your time and what you're doing, because if you sacrifice that little bit of gaming time, you're going to achieve more, and you're going to have something to show for it, and you're going to get to that goal that you've been working towards. Because as I said before in this video, if your dream is to work for a publisher or get your comic out, you need to make a sacrifice, and putting down that joypad for a little bit of time is really going to help you. So enjoy your games, be social, use it to relax, but write as well. Okay, so my next tip, to overcome procrastination is you need to learn to write everywhere and anywhere. And I know some of you may be watching this and going, do you know what? That's easy for you to say, Matt. You've got your nice little office there. You can close the door, and focus on your comic work. But guys, that always wasn't the case. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know that my first comics that I ever wrote were written in a food court in Stratford. Believe it or not, I used to get up an hour early for work, like I've said in this video. I used to go into London early. I used to rock up at, at Stratford, where an empty food court, I'd have a cup of coffee and I'd have a crescent-shaped pastry. I'd get my notebook out and I would write comics. I wrote my first 4 comics in that food court, and I still go there to write there as well. Another case is, I went to a Comic-Con in Birmingham a couple of years ago, and I wasn't exhibiting there, but I had 2 portfolio reviews booked in, one with DC and one with Dark Horse, and I had a 2-hour window, in between that, and Birmingham's like a 6-hour round trip, so I drove all the way there. I went and said hello to a few buddies that were exhibiting, had my first portfolio review, and because the Comic-Con was in a business centre, I went to the reception desk, I plugged in, got my laptop out, and I sat there writing in between the portfolio reviews. Then I did the 3-hour journey back home after. So you need to write everywhere and anywhere you can. And yes, I do have this office, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't written in here for about a year, and there's a very good reason for that. The most time I spend in this office is actually recording these videos for you guys, because last February my wife and I had a child, and as you can imagine, life gets kind of turned upside down when you have a child, but I still write every day. And when I'm on the night shift, the baby will be asleep in the crib next to me, and I will have my laptop on my lap, and in between feeds and nappy changes and all that, I will sit there and write. So it doesn't matter if you're still living at home with your family, or you're sharing your room with, your brother or your sister or whoever. You can focus and write your comics. All you need to do is put your earphones in, listen to some music or some ambient noise. You need to learn to block out what's going on around you and just focus on your story, because you can do it. It's going to take time. You just need to have a go and focus on it, and you can do it. And my last tip for overcoming procrastination, and I know there's going to be some people out there that, disagree with me on this one, but you need to write every single day. And this is especially true if you are just starting out in your comic making journey. And I know there is method to my madness, so stay with me and I'm going to explain the reasons why. If I use a gym analogy and you ignore the fact that, when you start going to the gym a lot, you need to have a rest day for your body to recover. But if you imagine that your mind is like a muscle and you're working out, and, if you go to the gym, once a week, or once every 2 weeks, or once a month, you'll know that the day after going to the gym, or the next 2 days after the gym, you're going to ache, because you're not putting that level of effort in to improve on your body, because your body's like, oh, you did a workout, big deal. When it comes to writing, your mind is a muscle, so if you are working at it every single day, it's going to get stronger, it's going to get easier, you're going to get faster, and you're going to keep those creative juices flowing. And I can honestly say I've been writing for 10 years and I have never ever had writer's block. In fact, for me it's the complete opposite. I have too many ideas, I've got too many projects on the go, and I've got too many stories to tell. For me that's great, because every day when I write, I can focus on the ones that I enjoy the most. And yes, every now and then I do need to focus on one over the others, and it may not be as exciting as the others, but I still know what I'm doing because I'm still focused on that project. And because I've done the basics and I've got my plot there, writing is very, very easy. The other reason to write every day is because it removes the potential of you becoming one of those creators that says, I can only create when I'm in the mood, because that is not a good enough excuse. And if we put it another way, say you got your dream job working for someone like Marvel and DC, and you're given your projects to write, and you miss your deadline because you wasn't in the mood. You can't tell your editor that, because you'll never work in comics again. And I don't want you to sit there and go, yeah, but Matt, that's different. That's when it becomes a job, and when I get those jobs and I hit that level, that's when I'll be a professional and that's when I'll stay focused. No, not good enough. You need to be a professional now. You need to treat this like a job. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun job. You're going to love it. It's the best hobby to have, to make comics. But why would you want to start being professional later on when you can do it now? Because it's going to be really, really hard to change the way you work later on than it is now. So you need to put time aside every single day. You need to focus on your comics, you need to write, and you need to get your comic books made. It's 2021, guys. This is your year to go out and make comics, and I want you to do it. I'm going to be here for that entire journey, and if you need me, you can always reach out. If you've liked this video, give it a like, share and a subscribe. I will see you in the next video. And as I always say in these videos, if I can make comics, you can. Happy New Year again, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.